Every day you make thousands of decisions, and by the time you reach the ones that matter, you're already too tired to choose wisely. Introduction: The Invisible Drain. Once upon a time, decisions were simple. Eat or don't eat, run or stay. Trust or avoid. Your brain evolved for survival choices, short bursts of high-stakes clarity. It did not evolve for 47 toothpaste options, 12 subscription renewals, 9 open browser tabs, constant notifications, endless financial micro-choices. Yet here you are, choosing, scrolling, clicking, comparing all day, and by 8:37 p.m., you're exhausted. That exhaustion has a name: decision fatigue. And it is quietly influencing how you spend, save, invest, and plan your life. Not because you lack discipline, but because your cognitive energy is finite. And when it runs low, your money follows. Part 1. What decision fatigue really is. Decision fatigue is not laziness. It's neurological depletion. Every decision you make consumes mental energy, even small ones: what to wear, which message to respond to, whether to check your account, which option to click. Your brain burns glucose during decision-making. And as cognitive fuel declines, your standards drop, your impulse control weakens, your default behavior strengthens, which means you stop optimizing and you start reacting. Part 2. Why this matters for money. Money decisions are rarely urgent, but they are always important. And important decisions require cognitive clarity. Yet here's the problem. Most financial decisions happen at the end of the day, after work, after stress, after dozens of minor choices. So what happens? You default to comfort. You order instead of cook. You click buy now instead of comparing. You ignore your budget instead of reviewing it. You delay investing because you'll think about it tomorrow. And tomorrow, the cycle repeats. Part 3. The Science of Mental Depletion. Research shows something fascinating. When people experience decision fatigue, they tend to choose one of two things: the easiest option, the most emotionally rewarding option, sometimes both. That explains why people overspend at night, why investors panic sell during stress, why subscription creep goes unnoticed, why long-term plans collapse under short-term exhaustion. It's not a character flaw, it's a system failure. Modern life maximizes decision volume, but your brain has a decision budget, and you are overspending it daily. Part 4. The Spending Loop. Let's map the loop. Morning. You wake up and immediately make decisions. What to check first, what to wear, what to eat. Midday. Work demands constant cognitive output, problem solving, communication micro-judgments. Evening. Your brain is depleted. Then comes marketing: bright colors, easy payment plans, one-click checkouts, limited time offers. You are neurologically tired. They are psychologically optimized. Guess who wins? This isn't about income, it's about cognitive load. High earners often make more decisions, handle more responsibilities, carry more stress, which means they experience deeper decision fatigue. That's why some executives automate their wardrobe, why some entrepreneurs schedule meals, why top investors build rules instead of relying on willpower. They're not quirky, they're conserving cognitive capital. Have you noticed this? When you're mentally exhausted, spending feels relieving, not because you need the item, but because choosing feels like closure. Decision, reward, dopamine. It creates a false sense of control. You felt overwhelmed, now you did something. But relief is not progress, it's emotional anesthesia. Here's where it becomes dangerous. Investment decisions under fatigue tend to become short-term, emotion-driven, noise-reactive. You check your portfolio after a stressful day. Markets are down, you don't analyze. You feel, and feelings under fatigue are amplified. That's when you sell too early. You chase trends, you abandon strategy. Not because you're irrational, but because you're depleted. Let's zoom out. The modern economy thrives on constant choice, constant stimulation, constant friction. More options, more engagement. More engagement, more consumption. But more choice also means more fatigue. And fatigue makes people spend faster, think less, subscribe longer, compare less. Decision fatigue is not just a personal issue. It's a structural feature of modern consumer design. People say, I just need more discipline. But discipline is a limited resource. Willpower declines throughout the day. If your financial strategy depends on nightly discipline, it will eventually break. That's not pessimism, that's biology. Here's the shift. The goal isn't stronger willpower. It's fewer decisions. Wealthy individuals often automate investments, use default savings transfers, simplify portfolios, Pre-commit spending limits. They design systems, so they don't have to decide. Because systems don't get tired, humans do. Building a low-fatigue money life. Practical shifts. Decide your investing strategy once per year, not daily. Automate transfers immediately after income arrives. Remove saved payment methods for impulse sites. Set financial office hours. Never make money decisions late at night. Reduce optional subscriptions quarterly. Each removed decision restores cognitive capital. Each automation increases stability. Part 12. Identity shift. The real transformation isn't behavioral, it's psychological. Instead of asking, "Can I resist this purchase?" ask, "Why am I making this decision now?" If you're tired, delay it. Clarity returns with rest. And money decisions deserve clarity. The power of pre-commitment. Pre-commitment changes everything. You decide in a calm state, so your tired state doesn't have to. Examples: automatic index investing, preset grocery budgets, weekly review sessions in the morning. Calm mind, good decision. System protects that decision. A quiet realization. Most people don't fail financially because they're careless. They fail because they're tired. And tired people optimize for relief, not for growth. When you understand that, you stop blaming yourself and start redesigning your environment. Decision fatigue is not weakness. It's a predictable neurological pattern, which means it can be engineered around. If you reduce decision volume, you increase decision quality. If you automate wisely, you preserve mental energy. If you protect your cognitive capital, your financial capital follows. You don't need more motivation. You need fewer decisions. Build systems when you're clear. So your future self doesn't have to fight impulses when you're tired. Because wealth isn't built in moments of exhaustion. It's built in moments of design. And design requires clarity. Guard your clarity. Protect your energy, and your money will begin to reflect it.